Hey, what's goody? It's your favorite mental health therapist, spiritual life coach, Reiki practitioner, Akashic record reader, tarot reader, etc. And this is part 2 of, different mental health conditions that have a spiritual meaning, of course, for those who believe and want to learn. All right, so before, if you haven't checked out part 1, go check it out, okay? We were talking about schizophrenia, okay, bipolar, schizoaffective, or just those that have a psychoactive, component to their diagnosis, right? Psychosis. So today we are going to talk about, some people know this as DID, dissociative identity disorder. Some people may know it as multiple personality disorder. So, typically in DID or multiple personality disorder, whatever you want to go by, okay, basically is when, a person, there's a host, right? And the host has like other parts that have been fragmented. And this is usually due to really, really extensive trauma. So some people who have experienced this, they have communicated, sometimes they may float to the wall, they may have blackouts and, they can't remember anything, they go on an extended period of times with these blackouts. Certain things have moved and they know they're living alone, and they don't really have a lot of paranormal activity going on, if at all. And then, they get to know their other parts and they find out these parts have names, and like their own energy as if they're their own entity. Well, in spirituality, we look at this as being called multiple possession disorder, all right? Where when there is a traumatic event, it can create what is called a portal. And this portal can be opened by pain, suffering, the things we watch, the things that we feel. Dark energies can attach themselves to you, even if you have, depression, right? Anxiety and, so on and so forth. And I'll talk about, attachments and so on and so forth in another video. But for the sake of this one, that's true. So you have different energies, right, that will come in to protect you. So when people are doing parts work and so on and so forth, their parts will come forward like, yeah, I'm their protector, or yeah, I'm their such and such. They all have their role that they play in their own personality and so on and so forth, right? Like Split, if you ever seen the movie. And so, yes, sometimes people can have demonic attachments, right? Where it's literally a negative entity, okay, that is acting through them and they really don't know, or it's an evil spirit, okay? Now, in spirituality, these parts are, some of them, okay, in mental health, they may say protectors, right? In spirituality, yeah, we can look at them as protectors, but they can be your guardians, okay? They can be your spirit guides, all right? That decided to come and, take your place. That's why some people report, they feel like they floated to the top. Yeah, because it's like a form of astral projection. I'll talk about that in another video. Or some people may say that, man, it felt like I went to a whole, another place. Yeah, the spiritual realm. But of course, if you're atheist or agnostic or you're religious and you don't believe in stuff like that, of course, you wouldn't even think of that. And if you're seeing a practitioner who doesn't believe in that, of course, you're not going to get that side because they don't teach us this in school. Not mental health school, but in spiritual school, yes, metaphysical practitioner type of programs and so on and so forth. So if you do seem to resonate with this when it comes to, and you feel like you have DID or whatever the case may be, don't stop your program, but you may want to find a practitioner that may be in more of an alignment with you, right? Don't stop taking your meds. Don't go off your treatment plan, until you find a professional that is both a mental health professional and a metaphysical professional that can lead you in both. Okay? Because at the same time, there's other spiritual modalities that can help that mental health doesn't teach. licensed professional counselors, psychologists, so on and so forth, right? Because it's strictly scientific. It's strictly things that can be proven. But we're also talking about spirituality. What is that? The supernatural. So as always, free will. This is based upon, beliefs and so on and so forth. Not everybody is spiritual. Not everybody's religious, right? And so again, this is for those that it applies to. So for my Christians, for, my Baptist, Protestants, so on and so forth. Listen, if you see my other videos, I already told you, I don't identify as a Christian. All right. I barely identify as a Catholic. So stay out of my comments. But if you would like to learn, no discrimination here. If you would like any spiritual life coaching, a personal reading, Reiki session, mentoring, you can feel free to find your needs on DonJuanSpiritualGuidance.com. All right, that is the website. You can also feel free to check out, I do collective readings for the collective, okay, and zodiac readings, all timeless. Don Juan Spiritual Guidance on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, okay, and also check out our Capricorn/Chosen One timeless channel, okay, Billy Goes Prophetic Vessel, that's on YouTube, okay. So, and of course, if you have any questions or, comments, leave them down below. Peace out, dudes.